Cora Du Bois' modal personality. Cora Du Bois was a well-known American anthropologist who made important contributions to the study of culture and personality. One of her most significant ideas is the concept of modal personality. This theory connects the way people grow up and behave within a culture to the shared beliefs, values, and patterns of behavior in that society. To put it simply, Du Bois wanted to understand how culture shapes the type of personality that is most common in a group of people. She believed that by looking at the personality patterns that appear most often in a society, we could better understand how culture influences human behavior. To understand Du Bois' theory, let us imagine a society or a community. Every person in that community is unique, but they also share a lot of things in common. They speak the same language, follow the same traditions, and grow up with similar expectations about what is right and wrong. These shared experiences shape their personalities in similar ways. Cora Du Bois called the most frequently occurring personality traits in a society the modal personality. This does not mean that everyone is the same. It means that there is a typical pattern or model of personality that is more common than others. Think of it like this: in any society, there is a wide range of personalities. Some people are very quiet, while others are very loud. Some are very independent, while others depend more on the group. But when you study a large number of people in that society, you might notice that certain traits come up again and again. Maybe most people value hard work, or maybe they all believe in respecting elders, or maybe they tend to be reserved and polite. These shared traits form the modal personality of that society. Cora Du Bois was not trying to say that everyone fits into one mold. She understood that every individual is different and that personal experiences, family life, and unique events shape each person. However, she also believed that cultural training plays a huge role in forming our personalities. From the time we are children, we are taught how to behave. We are praised when we do what is expected and corrected when we go against the norms. Over time, these cultural lessons help shape our way of thinking, feeling, and acting. To study this theory in practice, Cora Du Bois spent time in different cultures, especially in non-Western societies where traditional ways of life were still strong. One of her most famous studies was done in a small community in Indonesia. There, she studied the daily lives of the people, talked to them, observed their behavior, and tried to understand how their culture influenced their personalities. She combined methods from psychology and anthropology, using things like personality tests and interviews along with traditional fieldwork. This helped her get a more complete picture of how culture and personality are connected. Through her work, Du Bois showed that culture is not just about outward things like clothing, food, or music. Culture also gets deep into our minds and shapes how we see the world, how we deal with emotions, how we solve problems, and how we relate to other people. In every society, people are encouraged to act in certain ways. These expectations get passed down from generation to generation, creating patterns that are hard to see unless we step back and look at the bigger picture. The idea of modal personality is useful because it helps us understand both differences and similarities between cultures. For example, the modal personality in a traditional farming village might be very different from the modal personality in a busy, modern city. In the village, people might value community life, cooperation, and tradition. In the city, people might value independence, competition, and innovation. These cultural values help shape the kind of personalities that are most common in each place. Cora Du Bois also believed that we should avoid stereotypes. Just because a certain personality type is common in a culture does not mean everyone in that culture is the same. Modal personality is a tool for understanding cultural patterns, not for labeling individuals. It helps us see how culture influences personality, but it also reminds us to respect individual differences. Her theory became a bridge between psychology and anthropology. Psychologists often focus on the individual, trying to understand their thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Anthropologists usually study groups and cultures. Cora Du Bois brought these two fields together. She showed that to truly understand a person, we need to look at both their individual experiences and the culture they come from. The idea of modal personality has been used in many other studies since Du Bois introduced it. Researchers have used it to study different communities around the world, from small villages to large cities. It has helped people understand how things like religion, family life, education, and economics shape personality. It has also helped in fields like cross-cultural psychology, where experts try to understand how people from different cultures think and behave. In a world that is becoming more connected every day, Cora Du Bois' work remains very important. Her theory helps us understand why people from different cultures may see the world in different ways. It encourages us to be open-minded and curious instead of judgmental. By learning about modal personalities, we can better understand the shared values of a culture without losing sight of the uniqueness of each person. To sum up, Cora Du Bois' theory of modal personality helps us understand how culture shapes the way people think, feel, and act. She believed that while every person is unique, cultures tend to produce certain types of personalities more often than others. These common traits form what she called the modal personality. Her work teaches us that culture goes deep into our minds and shapes the very way we experience the world. It also reminds us to respect both the common traits and the personal differences in every society. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about thinkers who changed the way we understand human behavior and culture, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more thoughtful and easy-to-understand content to you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.